buy Earthbound on the Wii U, okay? Help! You need to get me out of the abandoned Fruity Guerrero Mall! I will make Mother 4. Now, I know that the Oddity drama it's already kind of settled, but what I wanted to do today was something a little bit special, okay? I wanted to take a trip down memory lane with myself so we can understand why this was such a big deal and catch up to the present leaks. What I want to do is I want to just kind of package everything up and make this big journey of a reaction, and it'll have some of my nostalgia, it'll have some twists and turns, it'll have a little bit of drama, you know, a little bit of React Chungus Andy type shit.
Good day for a swell battle.
What the fuck is Mother 4? What is Oddity? Well, the Mother series is obviously the same series that famously Earthbound, that Ness and Lucas come from. And in 2006, the final entry, Mother 3 for the Game Boy Advance, was released. And Shigesato Itoi famously is like, I am unfortunately not gonna make Mother 4. I'm not doing that shit. You said a couple cryptic things like, Mother 4 is genuinely the lives that we are living right now. And if I ever did make Mother 4, which I'm not going to, but if I did, it would probably be a love story. Like, he's just saying shit like this. Like, he's basically like, I'm not doing it. Fans are extremely passionate for these games because they're a little bit quirk chungus. They got a big sense of personality. And so fans have taken it upon themselves to start making some fan sequels. This can come in the form of ROM hacks over the years, just anything to kind of keep the spirit of the games alive. So I would have been in middle school at this point, like 2013-ish, right? So this is the teaser trailer for this Mother 4 fan game, a full-on fan sequel game, not a ROM hack using pre-existing stuff from Earthbound. This is a full-on new game that is meant to be a group of fans making a full-on fucking sequel. Here's another thing is when they released this teaser trailer, they said Mother 4 it's not official, guys. Please support Nintendo. Buy Earthbound on the Wii U, okay? This is the era we're talking about. It's like 2013. So we've got very reminiscent combat and we got Quirk Chungus music. We got stuff from the series. We got PK Freeze. We got the relaxing butterfly. What is that thing? What the heck? Why is it green? Why do they predict Persona 6? What the fuck? And guys, keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. It is coming winter 2014. That was very exciting. It was a very exciting time to be alive because everyone's like, wait, we're getting a new Earthbound thing? Holy shit. Mother 3 wasn't even 10 years old. We were getting a whole new thing, okay? So what could you do in Mother 4? Tell us about it. You could ride this thing. You could get on the late train. You could take a nap. Oh, there's the classic music. You spend US dollars in this idealized America type setting. You could ride on a different thing. You could get on a freaking motorcycle as this guy. Much to think about, much to think about. You could clobber these things. See, we get in some turn-based combat with our video drugs in the background. Ooh, this is very reminiscent of Earthbound. Spooky, spooky aliens. You could do lots in Mother 4, guys. Coming this summer? Either it was winter 2014 and moved to like we're aiming for June, or like vice versa, you know. You can fight this modern man type guy. Hell yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Well, guys, doesn't this just seem so promising so far? This seems really fucking cool. And I think something that also really helped to sell this is we had a lot of really cool music that came out around this time. So I found the excellent musician Nelward from the song Gorgeous Foe, and I quite like listening to Nelward. Nelward's got a fantastically wacky, weirdo sense of style. It fits Earthbound perfectly. So let's listen to the song Gorgeous Foe. This is the embellished version that was put out like later on, quote unquote, in like 2016. got such a strong beat, but we're just pitch sliding all over the place. It's so hecking weirdo quirky. This is a very intimidating beat. Very trippy, you know? Looks like in the embellished version, he snuck in that On It leitmotif. That's very cool. Wow. Like, we're literally just pitch shifting the fucking bass all over the place. It's really fucking cool. While you're here, please click the like and subscribe buttons and ring the bell. I'm really trying to grow this small channel and I'd super appreciate the support. If you also want to give me a comment to engage with the conversation of my reactions and boost video and algorithm, I'd super mega appreciate that too. Thanks. Okay, back to video. Probably the main composer, best well known for having worked on Mother 4, would have been Shane Mesa, however. And he posted a whole entire Mother 4 soundtrack, you know, including these tracks. So you could actually look up the Mother 4 soundtrack, which officially got distributed onto, you know, YouTube Music, Spotify, whatever listening platform you have. And you could listen to these tracks on there, which I think is very cool. We got this beautiful jazzy tune as we walk around the city streets. Such a good jazzy tune. If you're calling yourself a fan sequel, of course, you have to do your own rendition of some of the most famous fucking songs in that series. So, Shane Mesa also made probably the best fucking version of Snowman. Oh, guys, it's so chill. So chill and nice. I'm sipping fucking hot cocoa to this shit, bro. This is so fucking good. Oh, fantastic loop point too. Yeah, this is so good. It's just so good, guys. Can we give a round of applause for our guy Shane Mesa? He did so fucking good with this shit. He fucking killed it. Just to give us like more of a full scope, we had a full Mother 4 website. Obviously it's not secure because this is a very, very fucking old website. Like, I'm pretty sure this is even just like an archival of this very old website, not even the full thing because the video is not available. Truancy, adventure, and an aversion to business suits. Ooh, we're getting quite quirk-chungus already. A game for PC, Mac, and Linux. Mother 4 follows the journey of 3 kids and the leader of a biker gang, with dark rumors of quote-unquote modern men running wild. These unassuming heroes set out to uncover the truth, no matter how dangerous. From bustling urban streets to secret volcano bases, all kinds of oddball thugs and impossible monsters stand in their way. But everything should be okay if they don't forget to write home. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this sounds very true. Like, they're making it sound like they've got a true vision for this Mother fan sequel. Like, this feels like how if Mother 4 was being made by Nintendo today, I do feel like they would market it today. Well, now let's see what they got to promise. Completely free? What the fuck?
What the hell?
No cost, no crowdfunding, no donations? Mother 4 is made by fans for fans. Okay, guys, that's pretty fucking awesome. It's made from scratch, built with love from the ground up with new art, new music, a new story, and even a new engine. Holy shit. Hang on. Tuck this in the back of your head. Like, literally, because of the drama that we have to get into later, I literally need you guys to literally tuck all of this fucking shit into the back of your heads. It's very, very important. Download, install, and play on your computer for any language. We've made it easy to translate Mother 4 into any language by creating easy-to-use translation tools. 0 times 0 is 0, you know what I'm saying? So let's learn about our characters. So we've got Travis, Meryl, Floyd, and Leo. So, okay, so Travis just kind of looks like a Ness type, like a little quieter kid on the quiet side. Gonna do some growing over the story. Do they tell us anything about these guys? Oh, it flips. The website broke a little bit, but that's okay. Travis, age 13, hometown is Bellring. Favorite thing is daydreams. He's got his head in the clouds, and maybe that's why it's so easy for him to accept his telepathy and healing powers. But Travis is still just an ordinary kid who loves baseball. Cool. Who's Meryl? She's 14. She's from Citrus Hills. Favorite thing is pond skaters. She's chipper and gentle at heart. Meryl's future sight and extreme psychic attacks make her confident that she can take anything that's thrown on her, but it also makes her a bit reckless. Just bear with it, she means well. Okay, so she's kind of the, like, aloof, maybe slightly hot-headed mage of the group. So what about Floyd? Floyd is from Pennyburg. His favorite thing is race cars. Quick-witted and street smart, this blue-collar schoolboy doesn't seem to need psychic powers to be an asset. Floyd's charm and confidence make him dependable even if he's a bit slow to adapt. And who is Leo? Age, buzz off. Okay, so I'm immediately getting like Grunkle Stan vibes from this character. Hometown, what are you, a cop? Guys, it's getting a little quirk chungus. Favorite thing is dishwashers. Whoa. Dangerous, quiet, wild. This leader of a motorcycle gang is probably wanted all over the world. It's no wonder. On top of swinging around everything from cinder blocks to stop signs, Leo's a potent psychic. Ooh, very cool. Yeah, so this is basically what they had available. They also had a blog that I would read quite frequently, but then they just didn't post for like years at a fucking time, you know? So obviously I quit. This is basically like what how they were advertising themselves. But then, guys, of course, slight tragedy actually struck. Here's an article from the time. If this fucking stupid ass website wants to fucking get out of the way here, give me a sec. Okay, so this article is from March 2nd, 2017. So literally right before the actual first Switch came out. That's crazy to think about. And in Ask Me Anything on Reddit, team members offered explanations and justifications for the action. While they hadn't been hit by a DMCA claim, they're rebranding as a preemptive measure after the action Nintendo has taken against other fan games like AM2R last year. Oh my fucking god, this website is so dog shit. What is happening, bro? The team members also feel that while they love the project and clearly take great inspiration from Earthbound, it would never be Mother 4 the series creator Shigesato Itoi spoke of when talking about wanting to play a fan-made version. So known changes done already are altering PSI or PK abilities to Vox, so we're not going to have any more PK Fire, PK Fire, PK Fire. We're going to have Vox Fire, voice-operated switch, and removing series NPCs like, for example, Mr. Saturn's and the Starman, I would assume, and music such as Snowman. Crazy. Now let's get off of this fucking dogshit website. So that was it for a time. And then randomly at the very, very beginning of 2020, which was so early into 2020 that COVID hadn't even hit, we got this new trailer. Whoa. Guys, what is this? What's happening? Whoa, is it that Leo character? It's the 70s! Wait, guys, it's the 70s? Wait, what's happening to Leo? He's getting beat up. There's a mystery in Pleiades, guys. We have to walk in. Ooh, is this our battle transition? That's a pretty cool one with the hair picks and stuff. Okay, we're chilling in this random abandoned cabin. One by one. People are disappearing. So there's that thing from the other Mother 4 trailer. So this is the Mother 4 game? Oh shit, we're gonna have Paper Mario action commands? It looks like we still have the same party members. Who is this Zach character? Who is this? Yeah, but Meryl and Floyd and Travis are back. I'm assuming, obviously, you know, Leo joins. Oh shit, but we don't get to know any information. We don't get to see any info about him. And the sprite work looks really fucking cool, doesn't it? This really is super cool visually. Ben, I need you to tuck that away in your mind palace right now. You remember that for later. Looks like we're on a giant fucking barge going through the ice. And more? Oh, the team's totally pumped. In. Guys, what game? What are we in? What are we in? Oddity is here! Oddity is here, guys! It's Oddity! Let's go! And gamers, it'll be out when it's out. It'll be out when it's out, and we like that. It'll be out when it's out. Guys, now we know this game is called Oddity. It's no longer even a Mother fan game. It's straight up going to be its own thing. They are promising that this game is still going to be completely free, even though it is no longer a Mother fan game. Maybe that's a little bit weird to some of you, but I still think overall that's kind of cool. That was 2020, like I said, right? So enough time had passed, and this rebrand happening allowed a completely different team of people to show up on the scene in late 2021 and make their own announcement that they were making their own Mother form, which is fucking crazy. Yeah, here's what they have to say. See, this is how you can tell it's much more recent. They didn't even bother mentioning buying Earthbound on the Wii U because who gives a fuck? Mother 4 is an unofficial fan project and its developers have no relation to Nintendo, HAL Labs, Shigesato Toei, or any affiliated parties. We're independent devs working on the game during our free time. Please support Nintendo and Hobonichi if you can. This is the new Mother form. It's a quiet night in Pharaoh Town, Abaricus. Blood moon tonight. This game already looks quite, like, lovely, too. Like, even just the spread of the house, like, it's got, like, a nice crayon drawing style. How is there two? Well, one of them's not Mother 4 anymore, Lauren. Now now Mother 4 is the other game's dead name. Now it's Oddity. This is Mother 4 now, okay? Welcome to the world of Mother 4! Very interesting. This is America, but it looks quite like the Nowhere Isles from Mother 3. But I think this is Aaron. Okay. So it looks like they've got like their own engine going quite well too. Looks very faithful to the games, even if the color palette is a little bit darker. That's okay. We got a tomboy character. It's not something you see a lot in Mother games other than like Kumatora. That's pretty cool. And they got the music system going on too. That's pretty fucking cool. I love the elements of UI that they have to show off. Guys, it looks like they've got their own mystery going on. Oh shit! What is that? It's like the needles. It's like the needles from Mother 3. Uncover ancient history. Bogged down mosquito was defeated. Guys, we're gonna have to fight 1 million fucking things. So yeah, I mean, it just still looks really cool. It's just another very by-the-books Mother fan sequel, but it's still really cool to see how faithful they're being, you know? And they've got their own fucking soundtrack going on, it sounds like. And they got the very cool radio sound effects. I fucking love using radio sound effects. I feel like whenever I make my own music, like literally, Earthbound is literally the reason that I love using sound effects in it. Like Earthbound has had such a profound influence on my music. Alright guys, are we pre-ordering Mother 4? Are we pre-ordering Mother 4? It's just like such another lovely trailer, you know? It's literally my whole point is just to be, because of the Oddity rebrand, another fucking fan team just showed the fuck up and was like, hey guys, we're also making Mother 4. Which I think is just hilarious. And guys, that's what happened in fucking the end of 2021, that's almost 5 years ago now. Isn't that crazy? In 2023, I believe there was another leak, but I didn't see that one. I really only want to talk about my experience. So let's talk about what happened this year. I need some, oh, it's bad. It's bad in the chats because Oddity started leaking. This was the first thing that I saw. Somebody leaked the intro demo. Okay, so apparently this build of the game is from 2023. Ooh, lovely music. Also, gamers, now this is being called the Limited Metatronics Company, okay? That's who is making this game now. That's the official name of the team. So this is supposed to be Travis floating through the fucking sleepy ether. You will play as this young man. Please say his full name. Yeah, you type in the name, or you can just have it pick the name for you. This is your older brother. Please name him too. So we're going through the pretty normal. So we got some pretty specific sprite art so that they can all look at each other and shit. And so Travis can tumble through the fucking universe. So there's Floyd, or whatever the fuck his name was. Maynard. Guys, what would you do if you came out the womb and your name was Maynard? Let me know in the comments. So you have to name the girl and the geezer, right? So this looks like all quite interesting and cool, very stylistic. Then what will you do? I will game on. Alright guys, it's the early 1970s. Travis Fields is dreaming of the stars. See, look at how they got the streaking effects on this shit. We're going down past the stock image of the moon. Looks like it's from fucking Darkseid or some shit. Places he's got yet to go. So this is a very cool intro, right? Hopefully there wouldn't be anything that could possibly ruin it. Like, for example, this fucking scribble of the first room of the game where this player version of Travis and his brother is standing behind him, because this is literally just the demo. They don't have anything else in the fucking game finished yet. Isn't that fucking crazy? Remember when I said that Shane Mesa did have a full release for the Mother 4 soundtrack that presumably would have still been used in Oddity, I would assume. Apparently they're rethinking that as well, because the music they were using in that intro demo doesn't even belong to Shane Mesa. It wasn't even made custom for the game. It's actually the track Out of My Dreams by the Fantasy Strings, which is a song from the fucking 80s. So you can listen back to both of them, like you can hear it. You can hear that they're the same song. So I don't know why, but they got rid of Shane Mesa's music, and I think that's a little bit sad. Because you would think if he already made a song for a sequence like this, that they would already be using it. So awkward. Yeah, so we have some cool art. We don't have an actual room for the intro. Like, you can only play the very beginning where you name the characters, which is literally just like cool artwork and storing fucking variables. Yeah, let's see what else they had to offer. I'm glad I'm doing this stream now, because this channel called ZevIsDed is actually making a very good compilation of all this stuff that like got leaked into like one collective video. So we'll obviously be skipping over the intro because we already watched that.
About a week ago, somebody on 4chan leaked a playable build of Oddity from March 2023.
Yep.
I wanted to make a quick video showing all the content here, but most of it is, as you would expect, really unfinished.
Yeah.
To start, we have this test room. There is a line of burgers
where you just pick up 1 million fucking burgers.
Walking
yeah, let me put in some subtitles.
Sprite. This is a placeholder for all the enemies in the game. There's a pool of water that you can swim in, and there's also jumping.
Yeah, wait. What the fuck? Why can't you jump in this game? You don't need to jump in this game. What the fuck? Okay. However, you can mash the jump button repeatedly.
Mash the jump button repeatedly and send yourself to the moon.
What the fuck?
And that's pretty much it for the test room. There's just a lot of empty spaces. You can press certain buttons on the keyboard to activate in-game stats, I guess your position in the world.
Yeah, so ramp direction. Well, I guess that makes sense, so you can calculate like which sprite to do. I don't know why we're calculating like depth like this. Like I was doing this in Game Maker to like try to layer stuff kind of as well, but I don't think that there would ever really need to be a reason for me to pretend like my 2D game was like 3D.
If you press the tab key, you can cycle through this sort of collision mode where it changes the colors of all the objects in the game and the characters.
Okay.
It doesn't really serve a practical purpose for gameplay.
Okay.
However, there's no one to talk to, nothing to really interact with. You sort of just run around, pick up burgers, fight enemies.
Yeah, you can get into an early battle, yeah.
So this is what the battle screen looks like. You see the enemies float and bounce around, which is pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
On the battle screen, you have your typical options, the fight option, the ESP option, which doesn't work, and the stuff option, which does work, but it softlocks the game.
Oh, it does softlocks the game? What the fuck?
One enemy I really like is this mad dog. It looks like they really put a lot of work into this enemy sprite. There's animations for it attacking, animations for it getting hit.
That's cool that they do have some animations for it,
getting hit animation, but it's used in a way that's pretty funny. Also, you probably noticed that your characters have animations as well.
They just like weirdly rotate around. It's like a placeholder for an animation almost, yeah. Yeah, that's what I said!
In the Oddity trailer, we could see the actual animations, but they are not present here.
Yeah.
The battle backgrounds are really nice looking.
Yeah, let's look at them.
Capture that psychedelic 70s feeling. And there...
Yeah, I think that might be the main reason they changed the setting of the game to be the 70s, because obviously it's part of the Earthbound style that you have like the trippy battle backgrounds, but if you're going to actually incorporate it like into your world in some sort of way, or like the themes in some sort of way, it made sense that they wanted to switch it to like the 70s, right? Then you can really like lean into the psychedelia of it all. I think that's really cool.
So yeah, the enemy list here is pretty small. It's just a bunch of bugs, the dog, the CIA,
the CIA, the biggest op of all.
Ambitious of them to have all these animations for every single enemy. This seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
If you take a close look at the
it does seem like a lot of work. I wonder who's doing it.
Again, a recurring theme in these projects.
Now,
as for the area itself, there isn't much going on. There's a lot of cliffs. You can actually jump off the ledge, but it just respawns you.
That's strange.
A lot of enemies running around, and some that don't even trigger a battle. The most interesting part is this one little cliff here where you can jump from this ledge to the other side. Yeah, you can do a little bit of platforming. I think this is a cool idea for the game and something that has never been explored in an Earthbound game.
Yeah, that's kind of true, actually.
Really creative.
But I do have to wonder, like, how much is the jumping really going to add to the gameplay? You know, like it's not like this is Mario and Luigi where it's like, well, it's Mario. You can do some platforming and hit blocks and stuff. Like, other than some mild platforming, I don't really think that this would add very much to the game. Like, it's a cool feature and all, and it could be cool for some exploring, but I feel like it would have to justify itself a little bit more. I don't know.
We get a good look at the characters here, and the artwork is really well done.
Yeah, I would say so. These are cute little IDs. Yeah,
creative. It looks like a little notebook.
I would say so.
Vibe they're going for here.
Yeah,
it makes it feel really believable, like you're taking out a notebook and keeping track of all of your items.
Yeah.
Here we have an entire map to look at. We can see all the town names like New Union, Pennyberg, Iago Valley, La Folia, and Bellway. Familiar names if you've kept up with the Mother 4 game.
Because these are
the ESP menu, which shows all of your ability, and this cool looking X-ray.
Oh, really?
The abilities look a little bit basic. They don't really strike me as psychic or magical powers. On my keyboard, I found out you can activate some of these developer tools. Tools that show a bunch of different stats and enemy states.
Right, we are doing an early dev build.
Feel free to let me know if you're knowledgeable about this.
What the fuck? That's great. Whoa, it's breaking.
I wanted to show it to you guys.
Yeah, thank you. This is whoa, there's so much going on in the battle.
That instantly kills Travis. He just drops over dead. It says, you died. And you can tell he's dead because he has X's on his eyes.
True.
If you hit continue, it takes you to this completely empty test room.
Guys, new creepypasta just dropped. They're going to be making movies about this in 6 years.
Some really weird ones. So I'm going to try and show you the most interesting ones, because if I tried to show you everything, this video would get way too long. To make this a little more interesting, I've named some of the backgrounds myself.
Oh shit. Okay guys, so we have to read this guy's names. Okay, so this one is called Cell Division. You know what? I kind of get it, because we got these orbs. They do look like they're like spreading apart from each other. I think that this one fits pretty well. Hell Division. We're in hell. Gasoline. Okay, Gasoline is a fire name for this one. Yeah, like the rainbow effect. That is actually a fire name. I like this one, Zev. That's a good one. The Mountaintop. The Mountaintop. Bum. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Mew Mew. Sure. I see it. It's nice and pink. Polyworld. I see what you did there, because there's like multiple ones. Yeah, these are fire names so far. This guy's actually cooking. Processor. Yeah, I don't know. Origins. As soon as he said Origins, I saw what he was trying to do there. They snuck a bit of an adult joke in there. Savannah. Okay, that's pretty cool. Sweet and sour. I see it because you got the lemon lime kind of color palette going on. Soul Vacation. I feel like you could technically say that about any of these ones, but I guess this one technically is like the most like tie-dye type one. So I think that's kind of the angle you're coming from with, right? That's pretty cool. Stunned. You know what? I can see it. I'm stunned. Circulation. Yeah, because, okay, I see what you did there, because it's like blood. Lime. Very lime colored. I like this one. The circus. Oh, because there's a bunch of big balls. That's funny. Amore. I see, because it's love. I see what you did there. That's pretty cool. Goob. From Meet the Robinsons. They all hated me. Goob. Jokes. Sure. Interference. Yeah, sure. Whatever. I'm not gonna lie. The last three. Kane, you're a fucking nerd for this one. You're a fucking nerd for this one, bro. Like, what? Come on, just because there's teeth at the back, we're just saying Kane. Come on, you're a nerd. You're a big nerd. Nerd. Black. Okay, yeah. This one's cool with those shoelaces. This is a very, very 2000s backdrop. Like the blue and the orange, like swirly things. I feel like, yeah, it's definitely giving like sports to me for some reason. But I could definitely see shoelaces because, okay, wait, I actually think I get the mindset. Because if I'm thinking shoes in the 2000s, I'm thinking of like Nike and shit. I'm thinking like Nike, or I'm thinking like Adidas. Obviously, those are like sports related shoes. And then obviously shoelaces. I think that's kind of what I'm thinking of. I can connect that. I can connect them. Also, this part looks like a fucking flip-flop, so that's shoe related, you know?
So after seeing all of that, you're probably wondering, when is the game coming out?
It's not coming out.
It's been 6 years, right? Personally, I don't think it's happening. There's been a lot of drama recently.
Yeah.
There's been bad communication, poor management.
What?
Scrapping the project over and over. The rebrand wasn't a unanimous decision from the team.
What?
It was sort of something that Pastel just wanted to do. It's a very, very odd situation.
Oh my god.
An oddity, if you will. Sorry, that joke was really dumb. I'm ending the video.
No, it was goated. It was goated. Thank you. Thank you so fucking much for your compilation of all of this leak, ZevIsDed, because now we can just focus on the drama. Now we can go evil burger mode. Now we can get into things. This is when I get to read evil messages by evil people. By which we actually have another video to react to. Hello, Toby Fox.
Let me ask you.
Whoa, hey, stop. First of all, I don't want any spoilers. Second of all, you jump scared me with fucking Toby Fox. You need to fucking chill out here. You need to chill out here. That looks like a background to a 2000s Disney Channel bumper. You know what? Yeah, I think that's what it was really reminding me too. Like, it's very Fruitiger Arrow, as the kids say. Like, just like my mall here. Just like my big mall that I'm hanging out in. Hey guys, I'm hanging out in this abandoned Fruitiger Arrow mall. Like it's the 2000s, guys. How are you so nostalgic right now? Help! Help! You need to get me out of the abandoned Fruitiger Arrow mall. Help! All right, let's get back to business. So yeah, like the previous video said, there's been a lot of mismanagement, miscommunication. There's been a lot of drama, gamers. And this video is quite lovely in compiling a lot of statements and mean fucking conversations between people who are actually working on the game. So thank you very much, Urban. We're going to be reading and skimming your video. I've got some very lovely timestamps so we don't have to get stuck in a lot of stuff. So the first one I have is 6:19, so we can read some statements from ex-developers. Maybe not statements so much, but I'm sure this guy will set the thing.
4 different ex-developers, actually 3 ex-developers, one current developer, have spoken about their experience developing the project across the Mother 4 era and Oddity era.
Really?
Shane Mesa, who was a composer.
The composer talked about it. The composer is talking about it?
Who was a sprite artist. Shrine Thoughts, another sprite artist. And Matsis, the current art director. Now, I want to be honest and transparent. Most everything here, except from the quotes from Matsis, is hearsay.
Okay, got it. So technically we're getting into drama in that like none of this has been outright confirmed to have or have not happened. But I think the idea that they're saying is that because we're talking about various situations relating to 4 different people on the team, you know, it's like the Bible says, 2 or 3 witnesses do kind of confirm that this situation is indeed crazy. That's in like Matthew somewhere or some shit. You can quote me on that one. I'm doing my Bible study this upcoming Thursday. If anyone wants to come, I'm making I'll bring some fucking butterscotch candies. All right, guys?
All 4 developer accounts, there are running themes of mismanagement, miscommunication, and mistreatment of developers.
That's what the other guy said.
ShrineFox.
ShrineFox.
We'll just call him Ryan for short, because their actual username used to be Ryan ShrineFox until they just shortened it to ShrineFox.
Okay.
They were a pixel artist who dropped off the project mid-2020 during its rebrand.
Okay, so this
reason we're starting out with
this person was working on Mother 4, and then slightly after it changed from Mother 4 to Oddity, this person left. So this person's no longer an artist on the team.
Ryan and not anyone else, especially the current developer, is because of me. I got to ask Ryan some questions about what it was like working on Oddity.
Ooh.
Interestingly, the picture painted here is very vivid and lived in, and very bleak, but a little lively. If you're able to discuss, what was it like to work with Pastel?
Work with Pastel. So I'm guessing Pastel is like the person who's like the most in charge of the team.
Sometimes we'd go weeks or even months with very little meaningful activity in the server.
Months? That's crazy.
Then there would be a big push to have weekly meetings and meet some kind of goal, like completing an area or a cutscene meant for an upcoming trailer. Then it'd go back to being sort of dead. The first few times it happened, I wrote off as, well, life is busy and these things happen. But I ended up getting sort of antsy and contacting Pastel for stuff to do.
And you know what? That's fair. If you're technically working for someone, especially on this project, which is still wanting to be for free, these people are working as volunteers on a original IP indie game for this Pastel guy. That's very fair to be like, okay, so do you have fucking things for me to fucking work on?
He'd apologized and promised to give me some stuff, and never would.
Never would, huh?
Most of the time I ever saw anything get done in the server was for meeting the trailer goals. And it seems like everything else got done in DMs with people he trusted the most.
Damn.
What was the rebrand like? Even among the team, the reactions were kind of split.
So the game went from being a Mother 4 fan game, which you would think would mean the team was extremely excited about this, but apparently the reactions were kind of split. They say we weren't even really brought into this decision. It was just dropped on us. So it's like, wait a minute. You didn't ask people before doing this?
Trust me, this is the best thing for the game. And it's like, okay man, I guess so, but damn.
Sure.
And we're gonna get into some of the responses now. It's just kind of sad that what became of it was isolating the project from the group even more. I agree. I felt very blindsided by it, and it seemed like Dave did too, because apparently the trailer was promised to be revealed at the end of the year in a Reddit post or something.
Oh, and that's crazy because they were like, we're gonna get the trailer out at the end of the year. And what did I say? This came out the very beginning of 2020. So on the surface, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. It's like, oh, you missed it by a couple days. But considering this person is saying like they would just straight up be like giving people nothing to fucking do, and then just be like, okay, guys, we got a big push. We got to get this shit out. It just kind of seems like people that are the people in charge are just like procrastinating and shit.
And now, statement directly from Ryan. From my perspective, I think everyone there was excited and motivated by the idea of releasing a full, actual game, but the workload in front of us was like, we have a few artists and a ton of maps to make, and we can't make anything without the direction of Pastel because it's all his idea. And then, the last statement, I really wonder who would want to leak it if that trailer was meant to come out this year. I could see Pastel doing it as an undercover thing. And then Ryan's response, in my experience, he only really liked the leaked things to prove his identity on 4chan when countering other leaks. It was a way to damage control. Okay, so basically they're saying if things leak on 4chan supposedly, then the director of the game would go ahead and leak actual shit just to be like, no, here's the actual project because basically I'm in charge of it and I have access to this shit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leak it. Now, apart from all of this, I don't really have anything to comment on. I mean, the clear themes are being established here. Sure. The rebrand was done on a whim. There was virtually no scheduling or prioritization, and the only work that got done was for trailers. That part about Pastel leaking assets on 4chan to prove his identity is true, and what Ryan said is actually mostly correct. Actually completely correct. As far as I know, he only did that once back in the 2019 leak. Oh, I didn't even know there was a 2019 leak. What the fuck? Leaked in much the same manner as the prototypes. That's crazy. I did not even do that. I don't criticize. Okay, sure. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so like I said, this is the composer of the game. I don't think he's on the project anymore. So let's hear about why. And by the way, these comments aren't really his direct words. They're more sourced from a Reddit post that were notes of his comments, just be transparent.
Let's go ahead and read all of this, because I guess this guy's taking their choice one. Take all this with a grain of salt, since Shane Mesa isn't on the team anymore, but he did do the entire Mother 4 soundtrack, so I trust what he says. He was on the team for an entire decade. New Mother 4 is going better than Oddity and the original Mother 4. Shane Mesa doesn't care anymore about Oddity. I mean, granted, it's been at least 13 years, so I wouldn't give a fuck ever. Oddity team makes every bad decision possible. Damn, this guy's pissed off! Fanbase was apparently really nice during the Mother 4 era, and Shane detailed how they get giant emails giving them compliments about the project. Dave is confirmed, so this guy Dave is confirmed to have been the only programmer and to have quit. No idea who's currently doing the programming. Shane Mesa dubbed all the audio over the original Mother 4 trailer. Characters had no collisions in the Mother 4 trailer. Basically, the gameplay that existed in the original Mother 4 trailer, basically they had to be very careful not to have characters bump into one another because characters would just phase through each other. They didn't have any collision. They would phase through walls and shit. It was in a state where they were like, we want to show off that like you can walk around these worlds and it's coming soon. We're working really hard on it. But there wasn't even any fucking collision in the fucking game. Characters would just float through walls. That's what collision means. Characters would just float through walls. Effects in the Mother 4 trailer were done in video editing software. Wow! So they were visual effects. They weren't even in the game. Back in the day, they used to frequently throw out all their progress and start from scratch, and this happened a lot. Chase, the director, quit because of this. Zephys took up Chase's position when he left. So Zephys became the new director. Then Zephys left, and so now this Pastel person is now the director, okay? Who is a perfectionist in a bad way. The level of perfectionism Pastel has is detrimental to the team. There's problems within the music team in Oddity, which I would have to imagine would probably be a big reason why Shane Mesa quit and probably doesn't care about the project anymore, I would have to imagine. Then again, that is just speculation on my part. I do want to make that clear. A composer would give songs to Pastel, and then Pastel would straight up reject them or change them to tell it heavily, which has to be extremely frustrating if you're the composer for a project. Shane Mesa would be happy to work with the Oddity team again for free. Shane has more faith in new Mother 4. Shane Mesa apparently likes Oddity fanfic. Wait, what the fuck are we talking about now?
Oh my
what are we talking about?
I can't believe this.
This guy has said so many fucking things. Holy shit.
No, I cannot believe.
These are all just like random fucking comments from like across a period of time. Because I feel like these are like, you gotta be directly answering questions, and then eventually Shane Mason is just like, apparently likes Oddity fan fiction. And that guy who used to do PR for Mother 4 now he's saying Google? What the fuck are we talking about? What is this? I mean, this has to have come from like multiple statements like across a whole period of time. Because like, this is just such a widespread of shit to say and compile. What the fuck?
Who's currently doing the program. Shane Mesa dubbed all the audio over the original Mother 4 trailer. Characters had no collisions in the Mother 4 trailer.
Damn.
Effects in the Mother 4 trailer were done in video editing software. Back in the day, they used to frequently throw away all their progress.
Yeah, I do have to say that does kind of. I will say I'm glad we're highlighting specific ones, because I do feel like I kind of wasted my time reading literally all of those. Because, like, what the fuck is that? What do you mean you like Oddity fan fiction, bro? What the fuck does that... What do you mean the PR guy for Mother 4 went and worked at fucking Google? What the hell? But this middle part does kind of corroborate what Ryan was saying of, like, they would just throw out all their progress and I'm like, guys, we gotta get our work done for the trailer. It does kind of really corroborate that shit. Pastel is the director because two previous directors have left, and Dave, the former programmer, left. Yeah.
This is a lot, and I'm not gonna get caught up analyzing any of it.
Yeah.
No analysis until we look at the full picture
and all the developer. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Just for some kind of context, Zephys and Chase are the old directors of Mother 4.
Sure.
We don't know much about them other than that they're gone. I believe Zephys is still active on Twitter. You can find them there.
Okay.
This account we're covering is Doc Shot. They are a pixel artist who formerly worked on Mother 4 during that transitional time frame where it came to be rebranded as Oddity. Their comments are slightly more pointed, but they also help give us better insight and paint a dark picture of development.
Okay.
So let's get into this. Mother 4 was promised to be free to avoid catching Nintendo's attention. They rebranded because they wanted to avoid a cease and desist.
Sure, I don't think that's like a big... if I had to describe it, I don't think that's like a big secret or anything, right, guys? I think it being free makes sense, but keeping the game free because they didn't want to break their original promise. Oh yeah, they literally say it right here. It's cool for the fans. It's not cool for the team. Yeah, because if you're saying this original project is Mother 4, it makes sense people would want to volunteer to work on that because people are gonna fucking be there. But if you're making something that's gonna be a new IP, no matter how popular it gets, it kind of sucks that people have to build this thing's social media presence from the ground up and hope it gets them fucking anywhere in their career. So you better be charging money for it because then at least people can get some fucking dough from their hard work. You know what I mean?
The game free because they didn't want to break their original promise. Cool for the fans,
not for the team. A lot of people
got mad.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at fucking all.
This game, I left after the trailer before the rebrand.
Oh, okay.
99% sure progress halted because everyone volunteered to work on Mother 4. But the project manager wanted to keep the game free post-rebrand. They were working for no pay on a non-Mother indie.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's a perfect way of putting it.
Also, here's a funny story. I'm the one that told them they asked until we captured the mouse cursor when recording the very first teaser.
Is there a mouse cursor in the first fucking teaser trailer?
Deadline. Now, I'll be completely honest, I'm not sure how reliable these comments are. Much of this information could have already been speculated.
Sure.
Especially with the mouse cursor, you can actually see that in the Mother 4 trailer. However,
it's
still
hilarious.
very good to have an account that specifies, in addition to Ryan's account, that it was not a group decision to rebrand Mother 4 into Oddity. It definitely seems like this project manager is Pastel, just going off of Ryan's account, because there's really no project manager that we know of, at least they've never said. So Pastel is probably director and project manager for the game.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption, unless there's like some other random person that we don't know about. Yeah.
So you know how in every Mother game they have like the oddball party member, like a dog or a prince, or something a bit odd. Matsus here is that oddball because he's still on Oddity team. He's the current art director and animator for Oddity. Interestingly, he's also very doom and gloom about the project. So
no! Okay, so the current artist is like basically going to be like hating on the project he's currently working on.
I was asked by a fan on an update on how things were going. This is all I have for now. I mean,
oh no! So basically this guy is just outright being like, yeah guys, I'm stuck working on this project. It's fucked, guys. On the other hand, this is about to be the funniest shit ever. Like, okay, obviously, do I empathize with your situation? Because obviously you're gonna be so fucking frustrated. Abso-fucking-lutely. This is horrible. This is fucking horrible. But I'm also just like, if you're willing to be like, yeah guys, this game is fucking shit. Yeah guys, this game's gonna be fucking shit. And like, you're gonna meme about it. That's fucking hysterical, bro. Oh no. This is where it gets messy.
And we'll get into another gem from him.
Some gem slop.
How's the story, engine, etc. And met with silence for another week.
Damn!
You wanted something I find really funny. Matt is much like a man held hostage during World War II.
Yeah, literally like a war hostage. You have to blink if they're holding a gun to your head.
2 random posts. Here's a really good post. He reacted with a thumbs up emoji too.
Yes! Let's go! There's a really good post so he gave the thumbs up to this. It's a screenshot of this Discord so people know about it, but it's the first I've heard this snippet of drama. Ryan and Dave both quit the team the other day. Dave was the programmer, because Pastel refuses to communicate with them. Literally, since he forced them to put that trailer together, that's the last time he said anything to them about the game's progress. It was Dave's original idea to rebrand, and then Pastel stole his idea, scrapped his engine that he spent 10 entire fucking years of his life on? Whoa!
What the hell?
You're gonna have somebody make an original fucking engine for a game that's taking 10 years to make and just scrapping it so you can switch things over to fucking Game Maker?
I'm seconds away from a heart.
That's fucking horrible! And now he's leaving all of them in the dark. He's fucking awful. Pastel is fucking awful. I feel so bad for Dave. Yeah, I feel fucking bad for Dave. Dude, that's fucking dude, if this project wasn't already cooked to begin with, I feel so fucking bad for Dave. Obviously, I think what we're implying here is that like Maxis isn't gonna outright say any of this shit, but he's just like giving the silent thumbs up of fucking approval. That's crazy.
And Matt's just reacted with a thumbs up to this message.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
What does that mean? I don't know. I never know. Is he agreeing with the screenshot that says Pastel doesn't communicate? Is he agreeing with the screenshot saying Pastel stole Dave's idea to rebrand?
Yeah, is he saying like all of the above, or is he just saying some random
I don't know.
shit? Yeah.
Why is the art director thumbs up in a random post that could be slandering the director of his game? I don't know.
Yeah, literally, I don't know. Literally, that's just like, I'm just gonna do this in silence. People can fucking speculate. Yeah, like, what the fuck?
To do to me? This entire screenshot is a siege of accusations.
Yeah, literally.
True.
Yeah, that's the thing. They posted a screenshot that's basically just like saying shit. We don't have any actual proof for any of it other than that this like is just kind of saying shit. And then the artist who's currently on the project is just thumbs upping this thing that we have no confirmation for. But it's like, so are you agreeing with this? Or are you just doing it for like as a joke and it like it's not actually real? It's like that just throws this into like a fucking multiverse of madness. You know what I'm saying? This throws this shit out into the fucking multiverse of madness.
But hey, at least we have some info about what happened to Dave. He left.
Yeah, Dave is fucking out of here.
You know what? I have to give Matt his credit. Because at the very least, he's not coping or even pretending that the state of things are okay.
Yeah, he's literally...
At least, I think in
yeah, he's literally just being like, yeah, guys, this shit is cooked. This shit is so fucking cooked.
Situations where you've been working on something for a really long time, it takes a lot of confidence and kind of, you know, balls to go, yeah, this is kind of fucked up. Here's something interesting though. When the 2026 Game Maker leak dropped, it revealed the name of the team, or at least the company behind Oddity, called Limited Metatronics Company.
Yeah, so now the team started calling them, as of this leak, we never fucking knew this, but as of this leak, we knew that it was being made by this team called the Limited Metatronics Company.
The name of the company, fans found a piece of merchandise, a patch with Limited Metatronics Company on it. When Mattis was informed of this on the Oddity fan Discord, he went, "Hi, I have never seen this before."
So basically, whoever is behind the Limited Metatronics Company, Oddity Dev excited to see merch for the first time. They took on an art asset that was being used for the development of Oddity, and they started selling merch with it on it. They didn't tell Maxis, because Maxis is like, I have never fucking seen this before. So they took this person's art and is selling merchandise of it and profiting off of it without their apparent permission.
Not a joke or speculation bait. Oddity Dev decided to see merchandise for the first time.
That's crazy.
Upon looking further, it seems to be using the moon I made for the new logo, which is a little shitty if true.
That is beyond a little shitty if you ask me.
We know it's being sold.
Yep. I thought I was supporting the Oddity Dev team, but I was actually supporting the creature. Oh shit. So they're like, no, you are not.
I say to all of you Site fans to please stop assuming the team are a monolith of thought or decisions.
Youch!
And I thought
I was supporting the Oddity Dev team.
I feel bad for many reasons with all this misinformation in this app alone, and can't help but feel that the attitude from this development may have creeped into the community as a whole.
Damn, the attitude from this development may have creeped into the community. God damn.
I'm sorry if that's the case, but good night. Trying to process that after 16 years, some tourist collaborator is making money off of my work.
Oh my god, it just keeps getting fucking worse. Where is it? This situation is such a fucking mess. Not only is this person just straight up being doom and gloom about like the developments to begin with, now these people are like creating like a whole fucking fraud drama situation where they just stole their work and started selling merch of it. The Oddity situation is crazy, or as I have been saying at the bottom of the stream, the Mother Force situation is in fact an oddity. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah, gamers, we need some official, definitive. Oh, it's bad in the comments. We officially need it. So let's go to our next timestamp where we can get into the more juicy part where we get to do some fun voice acting reading.
Reach out to Job, the seller, privately, and you
can get a cut, and you can get a cut. So because they know, they can only get a cut because they know. If they didn't know, they weren't gonna get a cut, huh? This is how you treat the artists on your fucking project, guys.
Get a cut. I asked. What do you mean, you asked, buddy?
Yeah, literally.
Why is this being discussed in the fucking fan Discord?
Yeah, literally. Like, what the fuck?
You have to direct line to the seller. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here, but like, what? And then it just gets better. Francis, I'll just quote him. Why does Buddy think money is the issue here? You instead owe me an apology for keeping yet another secret.
Another
you
secret.
You should also feel ashamed for lying to the fans in this Discord. This communication is not normal and never was. If you're wondering
holy
why
shit.
It's because every time I go to start voicing this, the drama fucking keeps going. And I think,
guys, there's more.
Prism actually just responded to Matches as I'm recording this. Prism, you took issue was the fact your design was...
Yeah, you took issue with the fact your design was being sold. Those are your words and you had a point. So I thought rectifying that would help. Oh, this guy's a fucking nerd, dude. No! This guy is coming in. Guys, let's just be reasonable about this. God, dude, you're being a fucking moron. We have to be positive, be positive, be positive. Make a little pig, make a little love. Let's go.
Those are your words and you had a point.
Yeah, I don't think the term lying here is appropriate. You don't think this is lying? Not telling someone something. You're lying through omission. This is literally the fucking term. That's why it's a lie. It's lying through omission. The logo is a small part of the patch, so it flew under my radar until you pointed it out. After you did, I realized that means if nobody said there was an issue, you wouldn't have even brought it up. That's called lying through omission. I didn't take part in designing this patch, nor did I keep it from you. I'm still willing to apologize for this since it's important. Oh my fucking god, dude.
Find that. No shit, I took issue.
No shit, I fucking took issue. Yes.
When it came to this production.
Yes, true.
Being aware of this for years without you or anyone involved telling your teammates that's been working with you for 16 years.
16,
yes.
Another
stab, like how you left David and others to hang out when the game maker was being built for the trailer. Yeah,
that's fucking insane. That's crazy that they like did an engine switch without fucking telling Dave too. That's insane. Like, that's so fucking mean.
And you are lying to these patient fans, about the state of the project with no remorse. What is going through your head to keep this facade up? You and your brother...
Wait, guys, facade? Epic Mother 3 Epic Mother fucking 3 reference? Epic fucking Mother 3 character reference?
Watching people crumble because you would have been honest with fans. Pastel were Shane long ago before they spiraled.
Damn! Holy shit! This guy is so pissed! Holy shit!
At a certain point, is it hearsay if it's coming out of the developer's mouth?
Yeah, literally.
Let's just read that little quote.
Yeah.
Like how you left Dave and others to hang out when the game maker was being built for the
trailer. And I think that straight up goes pretty much hand in hand. Like a Lego block clicks the fuck in, and IKEA clicks the fuck in with the stuff that Shane Mesa was speculated to have said. Yeah, royally, much like one of the cooler Steven Universe late game Steven Universe episodes. Now we're only fucking falling apart, guys. Bruh. Now we're only falling apart.
But of course, I worked really hard to infer all of this, but
he's just literally has said that all of this is basically true. Yeah.
Didn't tell anyone else about the game maker engine to switch.
Yeah.
Only pick, and that neither of them
told anybody else. Yeah, and they only put that together just to make a fucking trailer in 2020 for a rebrand that they didn't even get anybody on board for. By the way, I love that you're slowly fading in the image of like this furry child like sitting and crying while the meme part of this image is that there's like shadows of like two parents like fighting on either side, and the kid is sitting here crying. That's literally us right now. Because that's literally like, we just have to, everyone in the Discord and now all of us in this video, like watching this video, are just watching the fucking development of this, of the team of this game just fucking bicker with each other and not fucking work on the game in fucking real time. And we just have to sit there and be like, what? What is happening?
And you're lying to these patient fans about the state of the project with
no remorse. Yeah, literally. Yeah, literally, it's basically just all true this time.
You and your brother just like watching people crumble because you would have been honest with fans.
Pastel. Yes.
Dire if they're having like
fights. They're just having public fights in a public space. The thing about Discord drama, or just any sort of Discord awkwardness, just any sort of like weird, is sometimes people just straight up forget that they're doing shit in public. I think what this is having is that like in a public space, Max's Prism or whatever the fuck is having like a public meltdown, and then the other guy is just coming in and being like, guys, we just have to have a cool head about that. Like it's just straight up damage control because he knows that this is happening in a public space, and the other guy's like, yeah, I'm dragging this out in public because you're selling my fucking art without permission. That's what's happening, is like they're just having a fight out in public, basically.
Prism isn't honest. He's put up a very positive facade.
Yeah, he's putting up the squim facade. The squim facade, yeah.
Brother. I just don't know what that means. I don't know if he works on the project.
This is just speculation. I don't know who the fuck Pick is, but they're just acting on behalf of Pistel.
From Prism, I'd be willing to talk this out to you if you would let me over the past few years. If you look at what I've actually said here, I've gone out of my way to avoid false impressions of the project.
Yeah, but when you come in here to this situation with this whole attitude of be positive, be positive, be I don't quite believe you. Like, it feels like you like to lie through omission, or you like to be like, oh yeah, everything's fine, we just don't have everything to say right now, which just gives a false impression of fucking everybody.
Can attest that specifically, not building false hope has been a constant theme of mine for years as we try to figure it out. My brother also has nothing to do with this. He misjudged his character years ago and have treated him unfairly ever since.
Bro, what are we talking about?
My brother is innocent. My moral compass has always been trying to keep the peace. There's a lot I'd be willing to discuss with you. In the name of keeping peace, this will be my last message on here. But you can come to me anytime. You can curse me out even.
Oh my god.
That I'm not willing to address to you.
So why didn't you include them in selling merch of their fucking artwork for the fucking first place? I feel like this is not that... Guys, I'm sure you guys agree with me, because you said things fall apart and like, oh, it's bad. Like, what? Is this that complicated of a fucking situation? Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck?
And that's not the last message, by the way. That's not Prism's last message. Master's response to this with, you said communication is going well, as this random merch nobody knew has been notified.
Is literally up for sale.
Is up for sale. In the middle of yet another leak.
Yes.
If those aren't signs of dysfunction or miscommunication, I don't know what is. Your efforts are in toxic positivity.
Yes, it's extremely toxic. Yes, I agree.
Decade, with fake posts of assurance and conveniently avoiding fair questions and concerns seen posted by fans in this very server. I haven't mistreated anyone, buddy, as I haven't talked directly to either you or him in years because of your unpleasant gossip and blindness. Any mistreatment or mistake...
I'm fucking with the energy. I'm fucking with Maxis's energy. They're just like, dude, this fucking project sucks ass and I hate working on it, but I'm gonna keep doing it. If anyone turns in the joust first, it's not gonna be me, you know what I'm saying?
You've done to us and fans by enabling this treatment in production and PR.
Ooh.
Well, we don't even need the guest nature of dysfunction. I mean, man.
Yeah, literally, it's all right here in the video. Yeah.
I've been working hard, but fucking man, Matt can just come out and say it for me. Development's fucked.
Yeah,
right? I'm
it's
glad
fucked.
We don't have to guess.
It's bad.
Filled with antics. And you would think, oh, this is a good stop point, but no, it's not.
No, it's not.
The fight goes on.
There's more.
Longer, and nothing they say to each other even adds beyond this. So I'm just gonna put it on screen.
Okay, listen, guys. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it, guys. Let's read some comments. I've tried numerous times to reach out to you. Why would I have to chase anyone down? I've done that before. It gets us nowhere in productivity. You're all adults on the team. You can always reach out. You even have my number if I'm hard to get a hold of. You've blocked me on multiple platforms, and I have reached out. That's all I've been asking of you for years, is to treat me like an adult. You've made it clear that you should speak to me in regards to the project because of your fucking awful attitude towards me. You and I both know my flaw is that I'm overtly cordial. I've never had an awful attitude with you. I don't need to see what's on socials. And despite all that, you still could call or text via phone, as it would absolutely matter then. You haven't, and you could. Yeah, you're pretty flawed. This random person is like, genuinely, what are you guys even arguing about at this point? That's what I'm saying. Now we're just like in an unstoppable force against an immovable object type argument right now. This is literally just like two people just being like, dude, I fucking hate you. Shut the fuck up. I actually can't call your phone because I don't have American service anymore. Bruh. Lock in with your fucking money. Okay, you brushed me off for 3 years. And you are talking about respect? Random person goes, oh. This is the first I've heard from you in literal years without you telling me to shut up or ignoring me outright. And you are talking about communication. Max is like, oh, okay, we're fucking doing this. And Pick is like, no, that's the point. I refuse to engage publicly. I refuse to make this messier. Guys, at the end of the day, nobody is working on this fucking game. That's what we really need to focus on here. At the end of the day, nobody is fucking working on this game. That's the real issue here. That's the real issue here.
Pause the video. You can look over it.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna move on because
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
It's just not worth my time to kind of pick them apart and see.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't think it is. I think this is pretty much. So guys, that's pretty much the drama that's been going on with Oddity. You want to know what happened not long after all of this went down and everyone was making a million videos disclosing the leaks and everything. You want to know what the other Mother 4 team did? Oh yeah, and by the way, this is about like the Internet ID Act. So they made a post on this. If you are in the US, you should consider blah blah blah. Oh, failing to do so will delay Mother 4 by another 20 years. Okay, that's a pretty cheeky one. And they said, also, yes, we still are working on the game. Okay, so Mother 4, guys, Mother 4 is still coming. Winter 2014 is still on, baby. Let's go. The Oddity team, because of all this drama, they just got mocked by fucking nothing. And that takes us to about a month ago when all of this situation kind of just reached its end. Let's read some comments and see how people are feeling. You guys can let me know if you agree or kind of disagree with this sentiment. Let's see. That beautiful intro going into the unfinished bedroom really gives you all you need to know about what happened to this project. It's like you hired the best interior decorators in the world, but the construction crew hasn't even finished the base of the house. Yeah. The intro is so sad knowing Travis will never actually go to those many places. Oh, that's actually such a sad way of putting it, true. Like they mention all these people and places, and yeah, Travis is like never gonna actually get to go there, yeah. This screams big idea, but no experience and or skill to make it happen, but being too stubborn to scale it down due to fear of disappointment. Honestly, fucking true. It really sucks that you have all these talented artists, but just because the management refuses to like do anything, like the game's never going to come to fruition, and it was supposed to be free. We're here 13 years later. The music and the naming sequence unironically got me really emotional. This was a project I first saw in middle school, and the fact that after all that time, after all those years of anticipation, this is all they have to show for it. I teared up a bit for all the wrong reasons. Aw, that's... man... yeah. The fact that we only got demos from 22 and 23 shows that deadass don't have any new content. That's so sad. Yeah, the music piece, for anyone curious, is from the musical, is an arrangement of Out of My Dreams and Into Your Arms from the Rodgers and Hammerstein musical Oklahoma. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. But that's really cool considering the game's new 1970s setting. Base fellow quirky RPG and classic MGM musical fan. If I recall correctly, it's not made by the yes! That's literally what the fuck they said. Yeah, literally, okay. This is literally like fucking obvious now that, especially now that they pointed out what it is. My experience playing Oddity is the angry video game nerd's experience playing Alfredo or Alfredo and the Fettucci. What happened? Where's the fucking game? That's a good reference. I like to cope and think there are parallel universes where Pastel never became director and stayed as a writer, and universes where the team gathered together to forcefully appoint a new director. Honestly, you're so real for that. You're so real for that. Just got done watching the video about this game's 20-year dev hell. At least there had to be a build for it to be leaked. I wonder how much... oh, good lord, there's nothing! Yeah, literally. Somebody out there, please rescue this game! I'm here to announce that I, will make Mother 4. I will lead the next Mother 4 development team. Ben Elliott's gonna do the soundtrack. Plush is gonna do the art direction. Royally's gonna do the programming. We're all gonna come together. We're gonna make the next Mother 4 with a new protagonist named Travis, a new side character named Meryl, a new biker leader guy named Leo, a new preppy blue collar kid named Floyd, and we will have a jazzy soundtrack done with a 60-bit style with real instruments. It's gonna be real. Guys, it's coming in winter 2014. It's coming in winter 2014. Active Daydreamer. I'm surprised all the talented and skilled people who worked on this game didn't band together to create their own Mother fan game away from... Literally true. Actually fucking true. Like, at this point, I'm begging Maxis to fucking leave this fucking team and go make something else. I'm literally begging you guys to ditch all of this and just start the fuck over with something else. Please. I get a sort of melancholic feeling watching that intro. It is, in a word, gorgeous, perfectly capturing the spirit of Mother and Earthbound while clearly having a lot of its own personality too. That's what I said. They really did have an idea back when this was Mother 4 on that website. Yeah, because like, what was I saying? Like, this game really does feel like the kind of Mother game that would come out today if the series was hypothetically still going, you know? Could you imagine what the reaction would have been to this in a world where this project wasn't completely mismanaged? It was part of a game that actually came out. I feel so bad for the artists on this project. There's clearly a lot of effort and passion here, what with all the enemy animations, the creative UI designs, and so on. So much incredible work, but now I'm forced to look at it and know it's all for nothing. I actually completely fucking... Yeah, can we just open source this and have the community get something out there? I actually completely fucking agree. That's actually basically... Yeah. Oh shit, this might be a good one to end it on. This might be a good one to end it on. Remember that every actual Mother game went through development hell. This is a canon event. So if they ever finish it, it basically will be a real Mother game. You know, I don't believe this game is even real at this point. But I think that's actually a beautiful sentiment to end on because, yeah, the real Mother games did go through development hell. All of them took fucking forever to come out. Mother 3 took 11 years to come out and it still did. It still did. But that's just because they actually could get a development team fucking going. They actually had people who wanted to work on the game and like had all the puzzle pieces in place to just make the fucking game. So I wrote a little conclusion piece because I was so ready for this show and tell, guys. I was so ready for this show and tell. At the end of the day, as we've seen, a lot of nonsense has happened behind the scenes. But I feel like it's best to remember that at the end of the day, we are tonight's biggest loser. If you ask me, someone who's been following this project since I was also in middle school, like for 12 or 13 years, I've played hundreds of games in that time, including playing fucking Mother games and being driven to tears by them. It's best to either move on and become a fan of other projects, or let's just go create one yourself. We have to be the change that we want to see in this world. And that means that if our time is being wasted by a project that is turning out to also take advantage of the people stuck working on it, we have got to move on. And I think that about seals the fucking lid on this, Betty. That seals the lid on our Oddity Oddyssey. Oh my lord in heaven above.